Sounds good. Please hold.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Matthew Lester on once again another absolutely gorgeous day. Very atypical for the month of September. Matter of fact, very atypical for the number of days. And we have been running over 80 degrees in September. We'll talk about that in just a second. Not a whole lot of activity in the upper air to change things. And it looks as though we're going to continue on this string, at least to finish off the remainder of the week. And the chances are pretty good that next week we're going to be looking at 80 plus temperatures for a good part of the week then. Is there going to be a chance of any precipitation? Well, we keep hearing a little bit here and a little bit there. The last opportunity we saw where we might have a chance of some rain was Sunday night, this coming Sunday night. But then some of the folks that I've had a chance to talk to are telling me that that's not a very good chance of any precipitation there as well. So that pushes us back to at least Wednesday of next week for another chance of any moisture. How many days in a row have we had so far of 80 plus degree temperatures? We'll talk about that in just a second. It really warmed up yesterday. Matter of fact, we came 1 degree away from breaking or tying a record that was set back in 1955. The 88 was that record. And yesterday down at the airport, 87. Some of you will argue it was a little bit warmer than that, especially when you took a look at the dashboard of your car or your pickup. Matthew, right now we're on our way to another 80-degree day. What are you looking at on the thermometer?
Currently, over at the airport, it's sunny at 75. Over in Midland, it's also sunny at 75. Here at Radio Center, it's also sunny at 75. We have east winds at 7 miles per hour, and our pressure's at 30.19, and it's falling.
Some of the warmer temperatures we're experiencing right now and then close to the noon hour are in northern Michigan. 77 degrees in Pellston, 77 degrees in Traverse City as of right now. Looking at Detroit, they're at 75. Jackson's at 74. Battle Creek is at 75. Benton Harbor is at 76. But as I said, the warmer temperatures are further north. Now back to those 80-degree days. We have had some folks talk about it over the last day or so. Some of the records, well, we've had 8 straight days now of 80-degree temperatures. So we've tied the record that was set back in 1922, and that was tied in 1931. And then 11 years ago, 2013, we had 8 straight days of 80-degree temperatures. And a couple of days ago, we mentioned to you about the number of 90-degree temperatures. We had 6 in a row in 2017. But when it comes to 80-degree days, 9 days in a row, that was set back in 1947. And it's very likely we're going to break that record. The 10 days in a row is the record, and that was set back in 1921. And if the forecasts play out the way they should, we not only will tie, but we'll also break that record, and we could very easily smash it, as we're looking at long-range forecasts indicating that our precipitation is going to be below normal, and our temperatures are going to be running much above normal to take us right up till the end of September. So what are we looking at today? 84, mostly sunny skies. 55 for a low tonight. Sun will set this evening at 7:42, rise tomorrow morning at 7:20. The harvest moon is tonight at 10:34. You thought it was bright last night. It's going to be just as bright, if not brighter, tonight. Tomorrow, 81 degrees is our projected high. Mostly sunny skies. A few clouds around. That'll keep the temperature down just a little bit. 53 for a low tomorrow night. And on Thursday, 81 for a high. Mostly sunny skies. 54 for a low. And throughout this period, we're going to be looking at a light east breeze, 5 miles per hour or less. Moving into Friday, 84 for a high. Saturday, 85. Sunday, 82. Monday, right now, we're talking upper 70s for a high, and that is going to be if we have a chance and we do get some precipitation on Sunday night. So we'll just have to see how that all works. The warmest ever, 17th of September, was 1955. 90 was our high, 64 was our low. The coldest ever was set back in 1973. 50 was our high, 40 was our low. Record high in this state, incidentally, is 93. That was set back in 1906. The record low, 33, set in 1959. Now, the other part of that factor, the precipitation. The driest ever September on record was set back in 2002. We had 41 hundredths of an inch. So far at the airport, we've had 33 hundredths of an inch. What's the likelihood of us tying or breaking that record? I don't think very good, because we do have quite a few days where we could get a little bit of precipitation and we get a tenth of an inch, and we're not going to break that record. Normal for this time of the year, for the month of September, is 2.81 inches of rain. And it's pretty sure that we're not going to see anything close to that by the end of the month. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by, Matthew, who do we have?
Up next, we have Abby Terwilliger from the Andersons, and we also have Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
But before we get to them, we want to remember that the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions. Okay, first break, we'll do the whitetail.
Whitetail.
Products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options.
Yeah, that'll leave us with a Hoosier, and that's it.
Yep.
They say there's growing a great crop at Nutrient Ag Solutions. They beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan X drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every frill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Star of the West Milling. Again, they want to remind you, for all of you that registered, that fall field day is going to be happening beginning at 9 o'clock this Thursday, September the 19th. It'll go till 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the Saginaw Valley Research and Extension Center, located on Reese Road in the Frankenmuth-Richville area. Expert speakers, a drone presentation of seeding covers, networking, and lunch, all a part of that big program sponsored by the Nature Conservancy, by the Michigan Agriculture Advancement Group, and by Star of the West Milling, with locations all across our bountiful neighborhood. Let's take a look and see what's going on with our markets. Over to Abby Terwilliger with the Andersons. Abby, good morning.
Good morning, Terry.
Have we got good news?
Not great news, but not bad news.
Well, I'll take that. What's going on?
Not a whole lot moving in the market right now. Corn is down a half. Soybeans are up 1.5. And wheat is down 4 3/4. So not a whole lot of movement. Would have thought wheat would have kind of recovered a little bit, which I think it was earlier, and now it's back down again. But corn, the ratings came out yesterday for good to excellent. Trade thought it was going to go down. It actually improved one. And soybeans also went down 1%. So nothing too crazy. We're starting to get the harvest. Trucks starting to trickle in. A lot of moistures between 9 and 14. So
Wow.
it's definitely going to be picking up here in the next week, especially if you can get any rain to show up.
Well, the other thing is too, I mean, a lot of producers are really hoping that they can get the bushels this year because of obviously the price. But now we're having to deal with product that's possibly a little dry. And in the case of dry beans, actually getting some splits.
Yeah. Fortunately, haven't seen any splits yet. Hopefully, it stays that way. But this might be a year of how dry actually be with the way the weather's looking.
Yeah. Well, again, Grandpa always used to say he'd much rather take a dry year than a wet year. Well, if he was still around, he'd have his wish right now.
Oh, he would have it, 100%.
I was taking a look at the crop progress, and right now in Michigan, close to 2/3 of the topsoil in the state is rated short to very short on moisture. And subsoil moisture is over 55% in the short to very short category. So it's not just in your backyard or my backyard, it's all over.
Yeah, it's definitely not just the central area, whatever. It's all over. I think more than just Michigan.
Yeah, and that's why I'm kind of curious, how eventually the markets are going to work out. If some producers should be looking at pricing now or hold on.
I think it might be worth, talking to your grain buyers about maybe on basis contract with basis potentially get where, I know these rates are coming out and they're not the most friendly. But yeah, I think now's a good time if you haven't yet. You may want to touch base with them. What you can do.
So right now on the board, what do you have, Abby?
Right now on the board, we crop corn at 340, crop soybeans 943, and then currently becoming resident at 470, soybean 520.
You have a good day.
You too, Barry. Thank you.
Take care. Abby Twilliger over at the Andersons. A little bit more in depth as far as what the markets are doing. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining us. The market report brought to you by Krijak's House Family Restaurant. If you've got to supply the food for an event coming up yet this fall or getting close to the holidays, they're right around the corner. And obviously, a lot of folks have game plans set up for next year. Well, Krijak's House can help. They'll supply the food for you. All you got to do is give them a call, have that order put in, and on the day,
Mr. Rob,
pick it up
for the farm show.
And as we've said before, you will be a hero
Sounds
at your
good.
event.
Please hold.
They've got a great food lineup for you. 989-894-5531. Krijak's House. It's also a great place to dine in. What a great opportunity to go out for a treat. Corner of Cass in Michigan, on Bay City's south side. And by Steiner Tractor. They understand how your life and job both stop if that tractor stops running. That's why they take their job personally at Steiner Tractor Parts. 800-234-3280 or go to their website at steinertractor.com. Doug Klein, good morning. Another day in paradise. Yeah. What are the gas prices doing wholesale wise right now? Okay. Huh. We saved over $1 on E85 at my favorite spot down US 23. I was shocked. I mean, it was nice to see $1 something for a gallon of gas. Yeah, it's there. It's there. Yeah. So other than that good news, what are we trading on right now?
NASDAQ did not hit a new line. So
Do we have
Mr. Stoutenberg.
excellent?
Intel came up with a plan to like that separate their boundary. So that's trade up about 5.5% today. So maybe they're bouncing off the bottom. Hopefully not a dead cat bounce, but we'll see. They killed their dividend, so they trade without a dividend right now, and that probably holds them back a little bit. Cabot hit a new high today. They cleared 108. They're big in Midland, so they're doing okay. I looked at the new low list, and it nothing really jumped.
Hey, Mr. Craig, are you ready for the farm show?
This market is solid. Pretty
Sounds good. Please hold.
overall. Money is still there, so we'll see. We had a lawsuit that was filed against Trump's media company that went against him. I don't know how many millions of dollars they were talking, but my opinion of the judicial system when it comes to Trump. So who knows? But here's your numbers. December corn is 4.10 1/4, down half a penny. The March corn 4.28 3/4, also down a half a penny. November soybeans 10.06 1/4, up 1 3/4. The January soybeans 10.25 1/2, up 2. December wheat 5.74, down 4 1/2, and March wheat 5.93 3/4, down 3 3/4. The crude oil 69.97, up 95 cents. Heating oils 213.53, up 2.5 cents. Gasoline 198.85, up 2 cents. Natural gas at a 2-month high today, currently trading at 263 1/2. That's unchanged. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar, US dollar buys $1.35.95 Canadian, that's up 10 ticks. The dollar buys 141.75 yen, that's up 150 ticks. I heard that the Nikkei took about a 1% hit yesterday, just overnight. The euro's at 111.17, down 15 ticks. The dollar is at 100.92, that's up 15 ticks. Gold's at 25.91.90, down $17. Silver's 30.77, unchanged. Platinum's at 9.82.
All right. You have yourself a good one, Doug. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Weiss Equipment. Those farm all tractors, they've got them 35 to 140 horses. Case IH farm all tractors that work for you. The folks at Weiss will pair you up with the job that you need and the right size Case IH farm all tractor. Anywhere from the value-packed compact farm all A up to the deluxe compact farm all C and C series with cabs. Not only will they pair you up with the right model, but they'll pair you up with the right interest situation, because right now it's 0% interest for 84 months. That's 7 years on the Case IH farm all that fits your needs. Remember, Can-Do comes in red. Farm all tractors available at Weiss Equipment in Frankenmuth, doing it right longer. Let's slide over to Michigan Sugar's Robert Stoutenberg this morning. His report brought to you by the folks at Foster Blue Water Oil and Blue Flame Propane. Rob, good morning. How are you? Yeah, this is what we're working with, and the chisel is starting to get a little dull. We're going to have to sharpen it.
Oh, yeah. These dry temperatures were starting to be during March, dirt will come in. Well, we like cool temperatures in the rain. A lot of the work they have out there before we get right up to the jackhammers and the beats out there.
Someone who's telling me, and I think you might have mentioned it before about topping the beets. We're running into some issues there.
Yes, right now, there's not going on. Warm temps, dry weather, rubbery, stringy, and it's big. With this, we're fully cleaned off. Set it up to standard. Primarily that's what we're doing right now. If anyone has issues, we stop out to the field and try to see what type of adjustment can be made. Make sure those beats are getting cleaned up.
Yeah, because obviously the lower you go, the better chance of getting more dirt involved in the whole situation. It's I mean, the leaves are still gummy, is the way I like to call them. So right now, any questions coming at you that farmers need some answers? And right now, the factories seem to be able to take the beets that are coming in.
Yep, that's correct.
So all in all, it's just a waiting game, as you said, Mother Nature to come around and give us a little bit of rain.
Yep, I can't wait for that day.
And then the cooler temperatures, that might help too.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Rob, always good to talk. You take care. We'll talk to you again soon, okay?
Thank you.
All righty. Rob Stoutenberg with Michigan Sugar. Jerry Samolsky joining us right now. Nope, Jerry's not here right now. Tell you what, Matthew, why don't we take a break and then we'll be right back.
We have Mr. Craig.
We got Craig.
Jerry has not called in yet.
All right. Well, that's all right. Because it's a broken record. We need rain, we need rain, we need rain. Farm Service brought to you by Quality Roasting of Reese, offering competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans. Give them a call for a quote today. And by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain, where serving you is their business. They're your Dairyland Seed headquarters. Might be a very good idea to check with them and see what we're working with here. Not so much with the fall as it will be for next spring planting. And of course, Certified Crop Advisor Vic Huffer is there to assist you as well. Hours of taking deliveries, give them a call. Serving you since 1983, Freeland Bean and Grain. Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency with me right now. And Craig, let's talk a little bit about renting equipment.
All right, Jerry, as we talked about the beets might be getting hard to come out of the ground, and perhaps the harvester, the popper, or something takes in something it shouldn't, or it could be a combine, and you're down and you have to that rent is covered by your farm policy because you have something happen to your harvester, your combine, baler, whatever the piece of equipment may be. So when that happens, know that your insurance policy.
Hey, Miss Teresa, are you ready for the farm show?
If you had to hire someone.
Sounds good. Please hold.
Yeah, and before you know it, we're really going to be rolling into everything because I'm sure you've seen it too. Crops are really maturing fast with this heat and with the dry conditions. And a lot of producers are going to be scrambling here, not realizing, hey, this is going to be ready to thrash.
Yeah, I was surprised the other day at how many combines I saw running, and like everybody's mentioned, they're in a cloud of dust. So we'll have to make sure we're keeping those machines clean too.
Craig, you take care. We'll have a good day, and hopefully you will too. We'll talk to you on Thursday, all righty?
We can do that. Thanks, Jerry.
You bet. Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency. Let's find out what's going on in New York right now. We've got Teresa with Baird and Company. Teresa, are we making any headway today?
We're being nicely productive today, Jerry, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average 106 points.
Hey, Mr. Terry. Mr. Jerry's calling in. Are we gonna have enough time for Mr.
No.
Jerry?
No.
Hey, Mr. Jerry. I'm sorry, but we ran out of time for today.
359 million shares traded.
Yep. Have a good one, sir. Bye-bye.
Caterpillar at 354.14, up 618. Deere 398.53, up 387. CMS Energy 70.54, up 6. Dow 51.77, up $1.11. DuPont 82.89 up 89. Corteva 56.91 up 64.
So we've got Hoosier.
Yeah.
Okay.
409 up 14. Walmart 79.44 down $1.14. Huntington Bank 14.72 up 23. Independent Bank 34.78 up 83, and AT&T at 21.
Thank you so much, Teresa. You have a good day, okay? I will. We'll be right back.
Pioneer brand Z-Series soybeans have farmers yielding out an additional 2.7 bushels per acre over A Series. This has everyone talking, not just farmers. Case in point, a trucking company wrote, morning, noon, and night, it doesn't matter. I'm hauling Z-Series. The phone doesn't stop ringing. Even my home number, it never stops ringing. Well, it's fair to say Pioneer brand Z-Series soybeans are making quite an impact.
We'll be back at 12:30 with an update, so you stick around for that. Now we conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by Euclid Avenue Coins in Bay City at 602 North Euclid Avenue. There. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it.
No problem, no problem.
Alrighty. Crazy day?
Kinda. We worked on our papers. We have a paper due, I believe, on Tuesday. It's at least 5 pages. We worked on our homework and like went over the homework answers and like all of our notes and all that stuff. What really took me a while was like, so at the end she was like, okay, save your papers and then print out a copy for me to read. And so like I was sitting there going through my paper, like making sure everything was right. But then I realized, like, I don't know, it took me longer than usual. And then, I fixed some stuff and then printed it out and was like, yeah, this took me a little bit longer than usual.
Yeah. I love it when they tell you, oh, and by the way, do this and do this. Okay.
Well, the one thing that, and especially with this professor, is that she's really old school. Like, I would say she's probably around my grandparents' age, and like, I don't know, she's just really old school,
Yeah.
and you can't have your phone out, and you can only like, there's just a whole bunch of stuff that she's really strict on, and
Yeah.